Paris-Nice today, Adam. You've obviously been calling the race all week. It's been very much the Primoz Roglic show. He's been head and shoulders above every other rider. Today, sometimes things just don't work out for you. The cameras weren't on him. We know he's crashed twice. He's gone down hard. We can see the abrasions on his left and his right side. Max Schachmann, who started the day 52 seconds down, has ended up coming out on top. He's the Paris-Nice winner. But fair play to Roglic today, I think you've got to say. He's ridden bravely, and he's honoured the race almost. Coming in that.
Yeah. I think he's honoured himself better though, really, as a champ. I think there's honour in a race, and then he is a champion. He's won a lot of bike races, from the Monuments of Liège to the Vuelta, and always up there in the Grand Tours. But it's more, with the crashes today, it's not entirely his fault sometimes. We didn't see what happened, but it's hard to explain with him. I think the team he had there, amazing team for the climbs, couple of riders for the flat, and on a hilly course around Paris-Nice, it's difficult to make a decision in start of the week. Do we take these guys that are experts in crosswinds? Do we protect them with these guys? Or do we take a load of climbers that are going to be able to help them in the mountains? And we saw, it helps in the mountains, I think, but I'd say it's more vital for a team these days to have. It's difficult to find a rider that can do all these things. But if you'd have had one more teammate there in the final today to get him back on, which, it was a shock when you saw him trying to get back on. He's only got two teammates with him still, 45k to go still. There's a bunch of 100 riders, and he's only got two teammates left. It was a bit of a shock. And I'm sure for the team, they've been like, this is not good. So for him, it will have been a bit disappointing, but it is bike racing, and that's the way it always has been. We saw the day before, sprinting past Madeira, I think it is, with 20 metres to go. It's just
catching him in the last 200. Well, he lost. You could say he lost a few fans yesterday by taking that stage. But Madeira came out and said, "Look, I didn't want him to gift it to me if I just wasn't strong enough on the bike," which is fair enough. Surely as a sportsman, as a rider, you don't want someone to say, "Oh, look, stage, you've tried really hard today. You weren't the strongest rider, but here, have the stage anyway," do you?
No, not all. I think, in certain situations, if that situation could have been that Roglic was away and in front of the GC leaders, he caught the breakaway man and they both worked together all the way up that climb, for, say, if Roglic was going for the GC and he was just going for the stage, worked together to achieve both, and then, maybe I'll give you the win. But in the same hand, he's just there to win a bike race, as we all are. You don't see a classic, someone being out the front for the last 50k on their own, and then a bunch going, whoa, we're not catching him. He deserves this. It's just ridiculous that even, it crosses their mind where people will think, oh, that would have been nice if we would have given it to him. Would have been nice if someone paid me 3 million quid to ride my bike. It wouldn't have happened.
Brad, where do you stand on the gifting a stage to a rider you're stronger than coming in?
Yeah, I think there are some traditions in cycling. If you've got the yellow jersey, well, they're very long-standing and they're not written anywhere. But if you're about to take the yellow jersey, you tend to kind of give the stage to someone else. It's kind of an unwritten rule. But as I say, that doesn't always happen or transpire. But people have their reasons for doing that,
Roglic said, we all want to win and you need to be the strongest to do that. And he would say that I've had teammates working for me all week.
Yeah.
They've put me in a position to be able to win the race, win the stage. So I'm there to win it. Madeira also tweeted, look, he said, it's an easy scenario. The first over the line wins. I just need to get there faster.
Yeah. I mean, I think now there's less criticism on doing that and going for it. I think for a yellow jersey to win 3 stages now, it's that changed a few years ago, and there's less criticism of doing that now. I remember in the 2012 tour, I tried to lead Edvald Boasson out into around Marseille somewhere, come around the last corner, and because he'd been working so well for me the whole race, and tried to help him win a stage. And Luis Leon Sanchez wasn't very happy about it afterwards and tweeted, you have, at some point, you've got to let us try and do something. It's about sharing that load around the race, and that was much more the tradition. But that's changed over the history of cycling. When you look at Merckx, used to go for everything. In the Indurain era, it's he used to sort of gift the stages and not sprint past people. And Lance was criticised both ways. He gave Pantani a stage once, and he also sort of outsprinted Cloden once and got criticised. So you can never really please everyone, but I think people just want to see racing. And I think now more than ever, if you win in the yellow jersey, it's not about, it's what the sport is. It's about racing, getting over the line first.